Hello. We're going to the dead ends.
So you are finally here, in this place between death and rebirth, where life knows no dawn. Come then, follow me down into the darkest depths of despair.
In this dungeon, we're gonna have Meteon narrate a lot of things. It's kind of similar to the last dungeon of Shadowbringers, like the main expansion of Shadowbringers, where we did Amarat and Emmett Selch was doing that for us, right? Dead ends. So if you're into the lore, she'll be talking throughout the dungeon, and you can also talk to Meteon here, and then there'll be little snippets throughout the dungeon to look at.
There was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence and rotted inside and out. The more its people come to love.
So you can read these little things if you'd like. But yeah, she's continuously talking to us. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this first pack and bring it over here.
The moon is silent.
We've got big AoEs here. It'll also drop AoEs at your party members, so they need to dodge that. See, another one over here. You have to be careful with some of these mud puddles, because you will get a debuff if you stand in them. Also, this kind of hits hard. Oh, it hurts. Yes, so you gotta make sure you're keeping track of your HP if you're tanking this with the NPCs. I paused my invuln, so I wasn't taking damage here. Hopefully Alphanot will heal me up. I popped Clemency a few times, alright. Watch out for the AoEs, and also watch out if you're stepping in the black puddles. So I noticed that your Stola and Alphanite were kind of just stepping in those things a lot, so that's why I decided to move the ads this way, so that with their dodging, they don't have to step in the poison puddles. Smell like muck puddles. Hey, these things look like muck, the Pokemon. Okay, so see these things? Okay, if you step in it, then you'll get toxicosis, which will be a dot damage over time. So you don't want to stand in it. Wow, 10k? It's actually 10k? Hang on. Okay, 69. Okay. And then, yeah, 10k, wow. So yeah, after some time, that can really do some damage to you.
Until they curse not the illness, but their fellow corrupted.
Look at this. Okay, we're gonna grab this next set of ads and bring it to the other one, and you'll see more kind of darkish black puddles along the way. Just make sure you're careful with those. Oh, I jumped over that one. Noticing the Alphanod is pretty far back there, so I keep kind of turning back to make sure he's following. And so here, there's like this stuff here and this stuff here, right? See, so here I'm simulating if you have a circle AoE, then it's easy to want to run out, and then you just happen to step in this, and then you get the poison thing. So that's why you want to grab the stuff and kind of like move them further away. And so in this spot, there's not as much of the stuff on the side. There is some stuff down here, but like my NPC friends are gonna hang out more like over here, so it should be better. JK, they're hanging out right there. Okay. Watch out for these AoEs, alright? Remember, don't step in this stuff. Okay, so we're here with the first boss over here. It can be a little bit tricky if you don't know how to read some of the mechanics. So I'll try to explain it well. Turn the boss north per usual. Okay, this thing, southward wind begins to blow. You'll notice the wind is going back this way, okay? You gotta remember this for this mechanic. Miasmata? Oh, he's saying help me. Okay. This mechanic is gonna make everything droopy. And then we got these things. And they're gonna drop AoEs, okay? There's gonna be a safe spot between one of them, and there's also one back here. But keep in mind, the wind is going that way, south. So you want to go to the north side because these AoEs are going to move southward. See, they're going that way. And so if you ended up going to the one back here, you get hit with all these AoEs that are going that way. I've only run this dungeon a handful of times and I could never understand it, but that, when I recorded this, I was like, I'm gonna figure it out this time. And so that's the situation. Okay, cough up. This mechanic, we just drop AoEs underneath us, so it's a bait and dodge situation. Okay, well, you get hit a decent amount. 17k in a bonus stack. Okay, so then at this point, we get the little triangle thing on us, and it's craving companionship. Okay, so we have to stack together with other people. As long as you're with at least one person, you should be good. Okay, oh, okay, and then here we got a donut AoE, so gotta get in there real quick. I'll go over that wind mechanic again because we're gonna see it again. Okay, here we go. It's northward wind now, so it's blowing this way. And so that means if they're AoEs, they're gonna go this way. So we want to hide in the south side. So my Mata goes off. Aw, he doesn't want to die alone. Okay, so then we're gonna go over here to the safe spot. Oh, JK, this is a donut AoE. Okay, wave nausea. So we stand in the donut AoE, the little spot here first. Wait for the donut to go off. Okay, and then the wind is gonna move. These AoEs are gonna move that way. And so we gotta make our way to the safe spot over here. See? Now this entire area is safe because everything is moving to the north. I got footage of what happens if you don't do it correctly. But let's just finish up some of these mechanics and then we'll take a look at the other one. Okay, Pox Flails, the Tank Buster. Lighted water stacked together. Defilement. Okay, we spread so we're not overlapping. It was a tight spread, but as long as like we're not actually overlapping with each other. Like, see, Alice only has hers, and then Alphanaut only has his, and I'm about to move a little bit more. So Y'shtola only has hers, and then I only have my circle. Okay, it's fine if the circles themselves overlap, as long as you yourself are not in multiple, and you're not hitting someone else. Then it's fine. 10k. Okay, imagine you get hit with multiple of them. You might die. Cough up. Okay, he's gonna drop AoEs underneath us, so bait and dodge. Bait and dodge. Okay, Craven Companionship. We gotta stack up with at least one person. Okay, Wave of Nausea inside the donut AoE. Okay, cool. Alright, let me grab this one. Okay. Don't mind my hood here. Don't mind my hood here. Okay. So, southward wind. It's gonna go that way, right? So here, I'm gonna go to the south. We're gonna see what's gonna happen when we go south. And so I go to the safe spot, presumably in the south side. And then they're gonna come there. They're gonna move towards me. Okay, see, this one's getting closer, and look, it's like a line. There's not gonna be a way I can like escape this really. And I can try to go into like these little corners, but it's kind of close. So I get this called Necrosis, and I get a Bone Stack. And I got 11k or so. This... Okay, Alice also got this thing. You can die pretty quickly with this. And then I also got hit with another AoE thing, so I got hit again, and I got another thing. So, it's very hard to dodge if you are on the opposite side. Okay, so you immediately die. You die if that debuff goes off, so I have to go again. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this time it's going northwards, so I'm gonna stand in the not safe spot, the one that can trick you, okay? So it's going northwards, so I'm gonna go into this gap here, thinking that this is a safe spot, possibly, but the things are gonna come towards me, and then you'll see it's very difficult to avoid. I avoid that and then I try to escape here, but I end up getting hit too. Looks like they end up getting hit with a bunch too. So that's kind of... Okay, and do you hear that like heartbeat sound? And also like my hood is getting more like purple, like, or dark purpley, and it's like pulsating. Okay, flesh is dying. When this effect expires, decay will result in KO. So what happens here is the healer can Asuna this, and I think like if you have a bard with you, a bard can also use their version of Asuna, but if they don't take care of it, then you just die. And also if you're consistently getting hit with the AoEs, you might not make it. Oh, see, Alphinaud was using Asuna. He was trying to save people. We'll watch his cast bar here. Okay, so he got it, Alice got it, I got it. He was able to Asuna his own. And then... yeah, see, he's trying to cast it again. But then we died. So it's kind of difficult. For some reason, I thought I was able to make it through once. Did I die both times? I might have died both times. Yeah, that was all the footage I got. Okay. Well, like I said, it's very difficult to keep track of because if the healer is also running around trying to dodge those things, like the debuff is pretty short here. 12 seconds. Okay, so I was trying my best to dodge things, and like, see, I ended up being able to dodge all the AoEs, but because I still had this debuff, that's ultimately what killed me. Okay? Because you'll die just from the debuff itself, because your flesh was dying. Okay, so that's why when we get this, you want to make sure you know which way the wind is blowing, and you go in the opposite way, so that the things... okay, so you dodge this donut first. Go towards the wind so that all the AoEs go the other way. And then you're good. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Here.
And the very last of them wish they had never been born at all.
Okay, make sure you click on this spatial distortion, then you get transported.
In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease.
Watch out for the AoEs here.
Before destroying the self-same lives it had saved.
Lots of stuff happening. Big crater. You can't actually go in there. There's a treasure chest here if you want it, and then the ads over here. See that one going back there. Try to grab it. Come back over here. We got AoEs underneath random players, so watch out for those. Alice, I got hit. Ooh, looks like they do long AoEs. Because this crater is here and you can't walk through that, and then there's this little wall thing here. See, it's kind of like these AoEs are coming out that target random people. It kind of covers this entire like space. And so this isn't the best place to keep the pack because they can't really dodge up here, and then they have to run really far to get out of there. So I decided to move the entire pack. So little bit further in, so there's more place to dodge. Watch out for long AoEs. Watch out for these bait AoEs. I'll wait for this to blow up and then I go.
They tried to buy peace with fire.
As I pull this next set, making sure the NPCs are following me in my mini-map and that there aren't going to be any straggler enemies. Okay, so I noticed there was one enemy staying back there with them, so I turn around and make sure I grab it so the NPCs still follow me. My health is getting kind of low, and so when this next set comes over to me, I kind of just leave it here and try to control the pact so it doesn't go all over the place. So they have long AoEs, so I'm like turning my camera to see how far it goes, and it's like, okay, it's kind of going to this crater, but it does look like we have enough space to get out of the way of stuff, and so I decided to just keep the pack in this area. Okay, watch out for the circle AoEs and the long AoEs. Treasure if you want it over here. Okay, decimation. This is gonna be a raid wide, and now the outside has fire. Electromagnetic repellent. Okay. So that means this inside area is gonna have some electricity. Oh, I also got hit 10k for that, and I got a vuln stack because I stepped forward, and I got electrocuted. Yeah. So if you're standing on the hitbox. Did everybody else get hit with that too? Okay, we got the raid wide. Okay, no, I think I was the only one who got hit with that. Cause see my little feet, see here? Like I'm standing on the hitbox, whereas everyone else is kind of a little bit further out. So you don't want to stand on the hitbox here, or you'll get hit with this thing. And then you get electrocution. Okay, anyway. This next part, these little like triangular pyramid things are gonna move outside. Okay. Oh, also when you get out of this inside stuff, you'll lose the electricity thing. Electrocution, so it's fine. Yeah, see? If you go in and out, it's like that. Okay, so order to fire, that means these things are gonna start firing. And then we got the spread marker, so spread out. You can see the telegraph is kind of small there. Or kind of, it happens very quickly. It's like short. So you need to already kind of be in position, so I could have backed it up a little bit, you know? Yeah, so you get like 3.5K. Okay, no future. Alright, so this is gonna populate a bunch of AoEs. I'm gonna stand in between these two, okay? And then they're gonna, you know, kind of move outwards. All over the place, they're gonna move outwards. And so I'm constantly keeping an eye on the AoEs as they move around, and I'm gonna move to the safe spot. Some blow up, and then we get some new safe spots, but you gotta wait for things to pop first. And then I noticed there was an AoE underneath me, so I moved to the next safe spot. Okay, and then they blow up, and then we have the stack marker, and we gotta get out of the way of each other. Okay, and the not stack marker, sorry, AoE markers. It does 12K, and everyone got hit with their own. One more time, let's watch that. It happens very fast, so you gotta be on your toes here. So I move back a little, things blow up, they get closer to me, one's underneath me, I move to the next clear spot near me. Okay, wait for things to blow up. I'm already separated from people, and okay, there. We'll see it again later. Peacefire. Okay, big AoE. It's gonna continuously go around, and as you see, if you try to cut through the center, you get hit with the electromagnetic repellent and you get a bone stack. Okay, so you need to hit the boss, but continue to move out of the way of these AoEs that are rotating. They're rotating, okay? And then now we've got these pyramid things coming out, and so it can be kind of tricky. So dodge the big circle AoEs, and then you gotta dodge these things. Oh, see, I try to stand there. Moving out, ended up getting hit. I wasn't fast enough, but yeah, it's very fast. It's very tricky. Okay, here, eclipsing exhaust. So we got these AoEs out here, and then we got the knockback. So you want to position yourself so when you get knocked back, you get into a clear spot. Like that. Or you can use your knockback prevention, which is arm's length, or sure cast. But yeah, so I position myself there, and it's fine for me to go there. And then those things on the side blow up. Elimination, this is going to be a tank buster. Ooh. Gotta mitigate for that. It looks like, did I mitigate too slow? Or was it actually hitting that much? Oh, you know what? I got a vuln stack. I got 2. Yeah, I had mitigation. I had some mitigation, but I also had 2 vuln stacks, and so I got it for 35K. Because I'm more vulnerable if you have those vuln stacks. Okay, no future. We got these AoE bombs coming up, and it looks like they're moving inwards. Okay, so you stand in a safe spot, presumably. And I backed it up a little bit because usually they have some sort of thing in the middle. Okay, so I'm in my safe spot here. And then this one like comes up right underneath me, but I'm still okay, just in this one spot. Things blow up, there's one underneath me, so I'm gonna move out of the way. Okay. Again, there's usually something in the middle, so I don't stand right up against the hitbox. I go a little bit further back, and then that's usually an okay spot. Got things behind me, underneath me again, so I move again. I've got the AoE thing, and you gotta move quick there. Even though I was standing with Alice, there is time to wait for these AoEs to go off first. And then, see, I was able to move out of the way, so we didn't overlap. And then she didn't take excess damage, and I didn't take excess damage. Oof, that was a lot. After that, it looks like not too much happens. Decimation will be the raid wide. Elimination, tank buster.
And when one asked, what is the point? There were none left to answer.
It's so sad. He says, I did it, I killed them all, and then he says, I killed them all. Okay, going to the spatial distortion. Sad times. Sad times for that guy. Okay, this new spot's very yellow. It's actually kind of hard for me to see this. I have a hard time with the color yellow. So, I usually have difficulty here. And then there's also like this white, these white branches. And then like yellow glowing things. So it's kind of a lot for my eyes. But I'm gonna grab all this stuff. And then we got treasure here. And you can go up this little path thing here. It's always been difficult for me to tell, but yeah, you can go up there. Okay. And then there's like these trees in the way, so if you move your camera a lot, you'll get clipped by the branches. Well, the branches will be in your view, so just remember that. Yeah, a lot going on here, and if you know, I'm saying this from the other videos, I don't like inclines, because the NPCs end up staying still a little bit too far away. But it's fine. Okay, Alphinaud's getting a little bit closer, so... The thing is, if they stay too far away and then I end up having to dodge a thing, then I might be out of the way of Alphinaud's like heals, and then that's just problematic. Or if there's like an AoE right here, for example, and I might be here, I dodge it this way, but then they go hecka far away. So it's the whole thing. But it doesn't look like there's any big AoEs right here right now. Oh, there's that AoE. Okay, the gate opens, so we'll go up to the next spot.
They lost
I'll grab all these things, and see this animal thing kind of jumping that way? You can go up this path, okay? But I was kind of always looking this way. So I would try to go up the bridge thing and I'd get confused, but it's off to the side here. See, over here it's off to the side. It's a big incline though. Like I said, it can be a struggle because the NPCs aren't really close to you. I tried to pull things together and it just, yeah. I wasn't focusing on mitigating because there was a lot going on. Ooh, I'm gonna just fast. We gotta run through all this stuff. Okay, that should be fine. Right here. So I go again, grab all this stuff. And then up this branch-like bridge thing. Making sure the NPCs are kind of following me here. Ooh, there's this AoE right there. It's a cone. Branches and beams and stuff in the way. Oh. Now let's say, or your Stola got hit with stuff. It's kind of a big pool. If you're not ready for big pools like this, that's totally understandable. Just do one pool at a time. Especially with the NPCs, like it's kind of hard to make sure they're following you, okay? That's a cone there. Watch out for that. Final boss.
So they created the kindest, most gentle priests.
Okay, warm glow is going to be the raid wide. That's a very spicy raid wide. This is going to be the tank buster. Pity. Okay, Prance. This is going to be a difficult mechanic. It's going to jump to a certain place and create this really huge AoE. And then it jumps to another place, creates another huge AoE, and then jumps to another place, makes another one, and makes another one. Okay, so what we want to do is stay in the very last one it jumps in, wait for the first one to explode, and then we go into that one. It's super hard to see because it's all yellow, right? But yeah, so that's how we deal with it. We'll see it again. Warm glow is a raid wide.
They bathed in its golden glow.
Life's Breath. So the boss is going to jump off to the side and do a big line AoE across the stage. You want to, you know, stand on the side of it, avoid it. And then these butterflies are going to point certain directions. So these two are pointing this way, and then the next two are pointing this way. And so that means they're going to do line AoEs like that way, like that, like that. And these are like this, okay, and so forth. And so you want to stand in the safe area. So basically, behind the ones that are pointing away from whatever side you're on. Right. So I move here. That means I'm right behind the ones that are gonna shoot this way. Alice runs all the way over here because these are gonna shoot this way, which is also fine. Yeah, there we go. So it kind of looks like everything is happening, but it's actually like, because it's so much yellow. These ones, there you go, they're like this. There, and then there's this gap here where I'm in the spot that I'm standing, because there's nothing shooting there. Okay, we've got a stack marker. Loving Embrace. You'll notice here, this wing is huge, and it's only on this side that is like glowing. So that means it's gonna cleave everything on that side. So you want to be on the other side of it. Okay, see? There's a big cleave over there. So make sure to be on the opposite side. Warm Glow is the raid wipe. It's so hard to see stuff in this one. At least for me. But, yeah. A lot going on. Prance? Okay, this is the one with the really huge circle things, okay? So watch where it goes first. Okay, so it's gonna be this one. That's the first one. It's gonna jump here. Okay. It jumps over there, okay. And I try to go to the last one. But then the first one is like on the opposite side. And so this blows up and then this blows up. And I'm like, oh, let me try to get over there. But then it was there. So I ended up walking into the third one. And then I got 24k and a bonus stack. So it is kind of difficult. Let's see what the NPCs did. Yeah, because it like alternate. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's see. I think they end up going like this way, whereas I went this way, and so I got hit with this one, which is the one that's going to go off next. So don't do what I did. Do what the NPCs did. Okay, still Embrace. Okay, we gotta get away from each other. I was a little bit close to Y'shtola, but I moved over. Okay. Okay, Life's Breath. Get out of the way of the line AoE. Watch for which way the butterflies are pointing. This way, this way. Stand behind the one that's going away from you. Okay, and then Loving Embrace. This wing is not glowing, but the other one is. The other one's glowing, and that means you want to stand on this side to avoid the butterflies, but also to avoid, like, okay. You want to stand behind the butterflies, but you also want to stand on this side to avoid the wing attack. So you go on this side and then avoid the butterflies on this side. There you go. See? It's huge. Benevolence. Stack together. Warm Glows, the raid wipe. Warm Glow, another raid wipe. Pity, Tank Buster. Okay, and then it would have done the prance again, so it's just repeated mechanics. Seriously, sensory-wise, visually, the thing, like, is so difficult for me. So much yellow and brightness. I like the sky. I like the juxtaposition of the sky being so deep blue and stuff. But dang, I think maybe the contrast is really hurting my eyes. Maybe that was the whole point. Whoa. Just looking around at the aesthetic. Anyway, wow, that was the whole thing. Oop, I restarted it. Have fun with the story. Very critical moment here. Bye.